What is Pip? Right, okay. So, Star Stealer asked earlier about what is Pip. Now, I think this is an opportune moment to use my whiteboard. Right. So, this should work. It should appear. Bear with me. My whiteboard is updating. Hello? There we go. Right, it's updated. Cool. You want to change this to a blackboard. Oh, that's so much better. Holy shit, that's so much better. Oh my god, my eyes feel so much better. So, class is in session. A quick explanation on how the emblems work in DBD. Now, Starsealer very kindly asked, what are these pips that we speak of? And now, pips is not a specific term that is like, it's not the official term or anything like that. But it's what we've got, is what we go with. So, oh my god, I'm moving everything around incorrectly. I really shouldn't have done it. I should just use a normal thing. Okay. Now, this here is what we call an emblem. An emblem. If you have a challenge that says get iridescent emblems, they want these in the iridescent variety. How do you get emblems? That's easy. There are 4 categories. Emblem. There are emblems. Is this the... Where's the, like, freehand pen? I just need the pen. Give me the fucking pen. Is it that? Oh, wait. I need to... Why did it not let me do it? Oh, wait. Oh, okay. I was doing the other thing. Right, okay. So, this is an emblem. Now, what is an emblem? Emblems are a category. So there's 4 emblems per side. So if you're a killer, you have 4 emblems. If you're a survivor, you have 4 emblems. They are categories that you can get points in. Now, why do we want these? So, when you finish a game of DBD, you will notice it comes up with your level system. There will be a bar, right, with 5, 6, 7, wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. They'll be more evenly spaced out in the actual game. Now, you will get a bar that will be like your progress bar for the game, or your XP bar for the game or something. Now, to get a pip, well, there's the first pip, which is, it'll be around like here. I think it moves. It moves based on your rank. So if you're in Ash, you will have this further down. And this applies to the other 2 pips as well. So you'll have your first pip, which is the safety pip, is what we call it. So this is the safety pip. Now, what does that mean? It means that you will not lose a pip when you finish the game. You then have your first, or you have, that's the first one. You then have the second one, which is your, like, +1. All right, that's your +1. Now, what is your +1? That will give you 1 pip. And you then have, now this is a bit extreme. You don't need to get to this fucking far. Oh, the mouse is different on my screen to yours. Okay, I have to look over to yours. Because to me, I'm hovering over the triangle here, but when I look over, it's actually like, that's weird. This is then your... It's so weird, it doesn't draw. This is the third pip, which is your +2. Now, what happens is, to get from Ash to Bronze, and this applies from Bronze to Silver and Silver to Gold and Gold to Iridescent. To get to Ash to Bronze, you need to go up 4 ranks, right? Oh, fucking hell, that is ranks. Okay, that's ranks. You start in Ash 4, and you need to get up to Ash 1. When you finish Ash 1, it takes you to Bronze 4, and then so on and so on. To get to up those ranks, you need to get a certain amount of pips. From Ash to Bronze, each tier, or each, it's not, is it a rank or a tier? I'd say it's a tier. I think it's a tier. Each tier takes up about, I think it's 3. Is it 3 when from Ash upwards? It's either 3 or 4, but I think it's 3. It takes 3 to get from Ash 4 to Ash 3. And then 3 to 2, 2 to 1, etc., etc. And then when you get to like, it's probably like Silver or something, it then requires 4 pips every time you want to go up a tier. And again, you can imagine that can be quite difficult because you can only get 2 per game, right? But if you only get 2 per game, what happens if you... Well, what happens if you don't hit the safety, you know? You'll have like... It'll be like, oh yeah, you need 1, 2, 3, 4. And you'll be like, yep, I got this one. Yep, I got this one. Oh, shit. I only landed here on the XP thing. Boom. That one gets taken away. You lose 1. You can only ever lose 1 at a time, but you can gain 2 from every game if you do well. Now, how do you fill up each of these blocks? The way you fill up the blocks is, as I said before, you have 4 categories to get emblems in. There is well, let's go with Survivor. You have Lightborn, Unbroken, Benevolent, and then Evader. Now, the way it works is each category, you get 1 of 5 different ranks, which are the same as your ranks in DBD in general. So, if you do absolute dog shit in Lightbringer, which, let's be honest, we know what that is. Lightbringer is your ability to do generators. If you do fuck all on generators, you won't even get an emblem. You won't even get an emblem. That gives you 0 points on it. If you do a little bit, you'll get a bronze, which is probably like if you just touch a generator. You'll get a bronze, which gives you 1 point. And then so on and so on. So then, if you do a couple of them, it gets higher and higher. Now, emblem. Now, to do Lightbringer, now I recommend looking these up. I won't go over all of them because there's a lot of variations on how you get points. But as an example, and if you just go on the official like wiki for DBD and just go to emblems, you can just read them all. And it also tells you at the end of each game, if you hover over it, it'll break down your scoring. So the way it works is, let's have a look at this one. Lightbringer. Right. Scoring points. Plus 5 points added to all survivors' point inventories each time a generator is completed. Added for another survivor cleansing a doll totem while the player is in chase. So Lightbringer is to do with that, but I guess you can get objectives as well. So that's how you can get 5 points. Complete a generator, as in anybody can complete a generator, and everyone gets 5 points. And if somebody completes a doll totem while you are in chase, you get more points as well. 10 points added for another survivor cleansing / blessing a hex totem while the player is in a chase. 15 points are added for opening a gate. Can be awarded twice if you open both gates. 20 points for cleansing a doll totem. And 50 points for cleansing / blessing a hex totem. You will also notice that when you do stuff, you will get a little circle in the top right with a symbol in it, right? I can't remember what they look like at all, but there'll be a little bar that goes around. And that will show you how many blood points you're getting in that category. And it's a good way of kind of tracking how you're doing in that area. But that doesn't guarantee emblems. Or this doesn't guarantee great emblems and stuff. But yeah, it's just a good way to do it. As another one, for example, which is a really basic one, is Unbroken. Unbroken is a super basic one to understand. So this one is, you will get an iridescent if you escape the trial without entering the dying state once. So if you just never get downed and you manage to get out, no matter how, iridescent. That's the only way to get iridescent, is if you just get out without ever being downed. Which makes sense, because that's like the best you could possibly do in the game. You also can get gold if you escape the trial having entered the dying state at least once. Not being hooked, entered the dying state. Sorry. If you escape the trial and have been at least downed, so you could get hooked as many times as long as you aren't dead. If you manage to get out, you get gold. If you get out, you get gold. If you get out but never went down, iridescent. And then it's silver and bronze is based on how long you were alive for until you died, basically. So that's a kind of general, like, premise of how you get the emblems. Now, why do you want to get the emblems? So the way it works is you get from Ash to Iridescent in all the emblems. For each one you get, other than Ash, obviously just means you did fuck all. If you get bronze, you get 1 point, which fills up one of these blocks here. Sorry, over here. The mouse is really weird. Look at where the drawing is appearing, not where my mouse is. This will be 1 point. So if I get bronze in every category, 4 categories that is, I will get 1, 2, 3, 4, right? That'll fill up 4 blocks. And I probably won't pip. I probably won't even safety pip. If I get silver in each one, well, that's 2 points for silver in each category. Suddenly, oh, look, I've got 8 points. Crikey, looking good. Sometimes you might get like an iridescent Lightborn because you've been doing nothing but gens. And then suddenly you're like, okay, oh, that's an extra 2 points. And so on, which is why it encourages you to do everything in the game. So, that's pretty much kind of the rundown of it. You essentially get a big bar with 16 slots on it. To get a slot, you need to get at least bronze in an emblem, and for everything you get above bronze is an additional point. So if you get iridescent in everything, that's 16 points. You will max it out. Now, very quickly, all these pips will change based on your rank. If you are like Ash, these will all be quite low down. You'd only be needing to like reach here and here and here, you know, to get 2 pips. It's much easier. As you go up, I don't know if the safety one moves. I think it does. But generally speaking, as you go up, these will start to spread apart. And you will eventually reach a point where you need like at minimum maybe like 13, 14 points or 12 points to get a double pip kind of thing. And that's pretty much it. Any questions from the class? Just like school, I didn't really pay attention. Nice. But yeah, essentially, in a nutshell, do a bit of everything and do it as best as you can, and you should be fine with pips. Right. Hello. It's me.